Hello again, Guardians, long time no see. Apologies for not making a video for 6 days. Please don't kill me. Yeah. I just watched the Bungie live stream yesterday and it was incredible. Like, I know I'm a fanboy and everything, but that stream had 240,000 viewers on it. I've never seen that many on a stream, and I mean, admittedly, I don't watch streams very often. Only when, like, one of my favorite YouTubers streams sometimes and stuff like that. But 240,000 people simultaneously seems like an insane number. Now, I know every YouTuber and their grandmother will have already made a video telling you everything that happened at a stream, and that's just not me. I know people can do a better job than I can, so I'm going to talk about what I know best, and that is strikes. Now, there are 4 new strikes coming in Taken King, and all of them seem like a step up from the previous strikes that we've had in Destiny. They all just sound really good. So the 4 new strikes are Fallen Saber, Shield Brothers, Sunless Cell, and Echo Chamber. Fallen Saber is going to be you going in aid of Rasputin from a fallen attack, and you know who's leading that attack? A giant shank. What the hell? How does a giant shank lead an attack? Like, they're robots created by the Fallen, they're not leaders, but I'm excited to see that. Just, I know it was like a player requested thing, so they probably made it for a joke, but giant shank, yeah. That seems crazy. I can't wait for that, and I'm sure there's been like a 2-second frame in a video at some point showing it, so I'll see if I can find that and just chuck it in here, because otherwise I have no footage for that. All these strikes, we know the names, we know what they are, but there's like no footage for them, so I don't know what I'm going to show in this video. I'm just kind of scratching at the barrel here, I'm sorry. Now, the next strike is called Shield Brothers. They're going to be live streaming that in about a week, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I really think they're going to be live streaming it in a week. I should probably double check that. You know, back up my facts. Shit. Okay, well, anyway, it's going to be 2 Cabal leaders attempting to blow up the Dreadnought while the Guardians are still inside. Of course, we'd let them blow up if we weren't inside, but while the Guardians are there trying to defeat Oryx, we can't really let them do that. So, yeah, take that into account. Shield Brothers, 2 Cabal leaders. Is this going to be some sort of phalanx boss hell? As if those guys weren't bad enough already, they're now going to make 2 of them into a boss. I bet they're going to stand like back to back with their shields facing outwards, and so we just can't touch them at all. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm looking forward to that strike, to be honest. It sounds like hell on earth. Oh my god. So this next one is probably the one I'm most excited for. It sounds really, really interesting. It's called the Sunless Cell, and it's deep within the Dreadnought. Oryx has locked away a Dark Blade called Alak-Hul. This guy basically tried to overthrow Oryx at some point in their timeline, and now you must kill him so he cannot rise to power after you defeat Oryx. This boss fight is most likely going to be in complete darkness except for your ghost, and that's what is exciting to me. Just the idea of it being pitch black and all you can see is the eyes of the hive as you're just carrying away with your little ghost in the corner. I can't wait for it. And the final one is unfortunately a PlayStation exclusive. I've never really understood why they do this. Obviously it's trying to promote the game, but everyone should get this content really. It's called Echo Chamber, and it has you attempting to stop the Vex from bringing back the Nexus from the past to prevent it from transforming Venus and completing their job. Of course, you have already destroyed the Nexus in our timeline, so they had to bring in the Restorative Mind, and this bad boy is going to try and pull the Nexus through time, the same way in the final mission the Fallen sort of pulled all of their house through time. Yeah, so confusing, honestly. If they manage to succeed, Venus becomes a Vex planet and it's all over, so it seems like a pretty pivotal story strike to make it a PlayStation exclusive. Don't know why they do that, but yeah. All 4 of them sound really good. They all seem like they're going to have really interesting mechanics to make the boss fights interesting, and I am going to play the shit out of all of them. I mean, it's unsurprising considering I'm going to have to do 500 of them, so I will probably get bored quite quickly, but I'll do my best. Now, there are also going to be 3 more new strikes, but they're sort of only semi-new. They're not new. They're going to be Takenified versions of Cerberus V3, Dust Palace, and the Undying Mind, which I don't know how they're going to do that, because right now those strikes are fairly standard. I guess once they make everything Taken, it's still going to be more or less the same, except with the enemies doing slightly different attacks. The only thing that interests me is the bosses. Like, are we going to get Valis Tarek as a Taken version with new abilities and new moves? Imagine that Gatling gun with, like, but it fires rockets instead. Something like that. I don't know. I honestly don't know what they could do. They probably have a better mind than me, a better imagination, so I'm sure whatever they do is going to be better than anything I can think of. Yeah. I think that's it. Few extra strike things. Why do I keep saying things? Like, it's so easy to say thing. Why do I say thing? I talk so fast that my words come out like I have a low IQ, but I really don't. Oh, the problems with being Mancunian. Okay, right, so they added a terminal where you can view your emblems and shaders, and while he was hovering over the emblems, it showed you like how you can earn those, the areas where you need to get them if you haven't received them yet, so you can unlock them. And 2 of the emblems that Deej hovered over said, this can be earned from completing strikes. Are these going to be strike-exclusive emblems or what? Because, yeah, anything that gives more incentive to play strikes, I'm going to do that shit straight away. And they both look like pretty badass emblems, and I mean, not many players play that many strikes because they're usually doing all this stuff like raids and PvP and whatnot. Strikes sometimes get a bit forgotten. So yeah, I'm going to aim for those emblems straight away. And another mistake they made in that live stream that I just wanted to mention because I'm really excited for it. Deej hovered over a sword. There was a heavy weapon sword in their vault, and it basically said L2 to use your block ability, and the little description said that you can use it to block void and solar abilities. That's pretty interesting. Like, is that going to be something we require in the raid or what? To have one player walking around with a sword deflecting all of the bullets that are incoming on us while the other players shoot out killing the enemies? It sounds like a really interesting game changer, and if that sword is done right, I can't wait for it. I kind of hope it has an attack as well. If it only does defending, then it's not really a sword, is it? They probably should have made it a shield. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it from me. 4 new strikes. I am so excited for all of them, so I just really wanted to give a quick mention to them. I'm sure we'll find out more about them in the weeks to come, and then when the Taken King actually releases, I'll do playthroughs of all 4 of them, and I guess I'll do playthroughs of the Taken versions as well. I don't know how different they're going to be, but I'll see what I can do. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and thank you so much for this continued support. I just hit 6,000 subscribers. What the hell? I'm just... Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Destin over and out, Guardians.